Greetings, this is Vlodril and welcome to Xenonauts 2, which has been on early access for a while now. I wanted to check it out. I played the demo and I want to see how it's doing. Yes, on tutorial, hell no, on Iron Man mode. I'll leave the rest as is.
The year is 2009. The world teeters on the brink of nuclear war. Tensions between capitalist and communist nations are at boiling point. Every opportunity for peace has failed, as if an invisible hand inexorably steers humanity towards annihilation. We Xenonauts know the truth. The dark forces poisoning our politics are not human in origin, and we must protect our planet against this extraterrestrial threat however we can. After years spent gathering information on an enemy that few believe exist, we are finally ready to strike back. The war for our future begins now.
So if you know nothing about this series, it's basically the old XCOM formula by different devs. So interceptions, you know, you build a base on isometric, again like the previous one. Stuff like that. If you are a fan of the old XCOMs, I guess, these days. Jesus, we're also old. Yeah. This series tries to do that. Alright. In Xenonauts 2, you control a secret organization attempting to protect the world from alien invasion. Let's go for the tutorial. Anywhere that you see a text link, simply hover over the link to get additional things. Okay. You can lock a tooltip by pressing the middle mouse button or simply waiting for 3 seconds. Yay, I forgot to wait for 3 seconds. I like the circle loading there. My work on a radar area is complete. I guess we only get voice acting at the cutscene. So do we start with the pre-made base? I do like the character model. It's one of the things I didn't like about the first game. It's probably the main reason I didn't play it, because I didn't like the art style. This looks better. Alright, the blue circle, yeah, so we start with the base already. We don't get to pick, which is interesting. Okay. I guess we start in Africa. Alright. This is our detection range. Cool. So we cannot pause at all, we just can do slow, which is this one. Alright. Geoscape anomalies. The two anomalies on the map signify hostile action that has raised local panic. They are not interactive, but may indicate the presence of a possibly hidden problem in the affected region. However, at the start of the game, these are usually generated by UFOs as they fly around the map. That's interesting. UFO 1 detected. Size small. Escort size none. Speed 1800 kph. I was heading west. Lots interceptors. Angel 1. We have ammo, we have 6 armor, 100 hit points, and full fuel. Oh, we only have 1 interceptor and 1 transporter, I guess. Up to 3 aircraft can be formed to a squadron. Okay. That was fast. Your interceptor has reached the UFO and are ready to initiate air combat. In the final game, this tutorial will explain the basics of air combat, but that part of the game is currently relatively unpolished, so we'll simply auto-resolve the battle. Commandos. That is something that has confused me about this game. It has been out, I think, on early access for at least a year or two. And this is not like a super complicated game to make. So it's weird they haven't progressed more in some aspects. Maybe they have focused their attention on other things, I'm not sure. When they followed the development really. We lost 6 armor, we lost 50 health, but we are alive. Yes. Alright, wow, this tutorial is basically... okay. Alright, tactical mission, change soldiers, however, ignore everything and just play. Okay, strategy game. Hold the launch. We're picking up a friendly signal, the general is back. Why would we hold the launch for that now? Fortuitous timing, I'm not sure about that. There is a convoy of trucks heading our way. Or maybe the base goes down at the start. Those appear to be cleaner vehicles. And who are the cleaners? We don't know. It seems highly improbable that the general would ever voluntarily join forces with them. Exactly. Commander, put your men on alert and deploy them on the entry tunnel. So we are getting a base infiltration at the start. That is interesting. Yeah, that's why we have a base already made, I guess. Alright, the camera control. Nice and smooth and fast. Okay. Time units. Now, having played both the old and the new XCOM, I prefer this type of action, on the aspect that you get your action units, you could fire all of them, you could move all of them, you could move and fire. I found the new XCOM kinda restrictive, but it was a lot more simplified for the modern audience, I guess. Welcome back to Atlas, General. How did the meeting go? Can't help but notice you made some new friends. Hopefully they will add some voice acting. I'm guessing the game won't have a ton of it anyway. The Xenonaut project has been terminated, Director. Lay down your weapons. There is no need for this to turn ugly. Earth is under attack, General. You know that. We're not going to surrender our planet without a fight. Director, you are making a mistake. There is no extraterrestrial threat. Open the blast doors and surrender, or people are going to get killed. No extraterrestrial threat? What happened to you, General? Director, this isn't discussion. I'm giving you 5 minutes to make a decision. You're outnumbered and there's nowhere to run. Think carefully about your choice. If we surrender, we are dead. Yes, we get it. Evacuate to the backup facility. Okay, that's why. The backup facility? I wasn't aware we had one. Ah no, nor was the general. Wow, someone is well prepared. Hopes he doesn't die. Commander, we need your men to hold the tunnels while we get everyone aboard the helicopter. Buy us as much time as you can, but do not get yourself killed. Now that the general is gone, we cannot afford to lose you too. Okay. Movement. You can rotate soldier without moving them by right-clicking anywhere on the battlefield. This is for your field of view, I guess. Crouch makes them harder to hit. Does it also stabilize aim? I don't remember. Yes, boosts firing accuracy by 10%. So yes, I was about to say, do we only have one soldier? And is that the general or the general is who controlling these people? Hover your mouse over your highlighted enemy to bring up the attack cursor. The green number on the left of the crosshair indicates the time unit cost for the shot. The white number indicates the hit sense. Click the enemy to order a soldier to attack. You scored a hit and inflicted 20 damage. Weapons will inflict between 50% and 150% of their damage value with each hit, depending on the part of the body hit. Your soldier has enough time units to attack again. So kill them. Well done. You are so good. Press space to mark the current soldier inactive and automatically select the next ally. Cool. Weapon range. The squares drawn between the shooter and the target represent the path of the bullets. Okay. The path is green where the weapon is within range, but the path turns orange where the weapon is firing beyond its maximum range. Weapons have a lower hit sense and inflict reduced damage when attacking beyond maximum range. But I still need to fight this guy, not this guy. Okay. Give me a second. Alright. Unfortunately, your soldier missed their shot. No shit. Press space to switch to the next active soldier. He has 31 more units. I mean, they are all high rank, so I guess they all die. This soldier is armed with a shotgun. Okay. Nice animations. And again, the art is much better. The UI is cleaner. The character model is very nice. For what it is, obviously. Most weapons have several fire modes. The most expensive fire mode is selected by default. However, at this range, it will be preferable to fire 2 shots. Lower accuracy. Okay. Right click. Good job. Although the shot had a high hit sense, your shot still missed. Bad luck will happen in this game. Yeah, we know. It's XCOM. Yes. This shot has a low hit sense because there is a thing in the way. Yes. You can see the sentences on the bottom right. That's nice, actually. I like that. The more info you get, the better it is. Most terrain in Xenonauts 2 is destructible. Free fire mode allows soldiers to target anything they want. Hold down control. Ah, nice, okay. Okay. Now the sniper can hit this guy. Grenades can be effective at inflicting damage and removing cover in an area. Click the button with the demolition charge. Okay. Grenades travel in an arc. The soldier lacks sufficient time units to fire the main weapon, but the pistol can still be fired. Okay. Cool. The low time unit cost for firing the pistol allows your soldier to fire again. 26%. Yeah, that's not great. Wow. The power of tutorial. Our final soldier has a decision to make. The shotgun is relatively inaccurate at this range and the target is behind cover. Closing the distance and flanking the target might be beneficial. Using the shot preview will allow us to make a decision. Shot preview mode will show you the hit chance and time unit cost for taking a shot at the end of the currently displayed path. To see the values for your current position, hover over the highlighted enemy. So now I have 18%. If I go there, I have 95%. That's really nice. Okay. Enter. Hopefully, obviously the game won't play like that, I'm guessing. You won't have your enemies just harass you. The helicopter is airborne. You should be able to escape through the tunnels. What tunnels? Run away. Oh, maybe not. Your soldier has just been killed by enemy Overwatch fire. A unit, yeah, okay. Suppressing an enemy will prevent Overwatch fire, and flashbangs are a good way to generate suppression. All these enemies have been suppressed. Suppression immediately removes all time units from the selected unit. Suppressed units are also easier to hit with melee weapons and will only recover 50% of the normal time units. Okay. An alternative way to avoid losing soldiers to Overwatch fire is to make them harder to hit. Smoke grenade. That stunned us. Good work. Nice work. Once you're clear of the base, I'll transmit the coordinates to the backup facility. Oh, it automatically leave. Okay. Cool. That's a nice way to do the tutorial. Have the story go for it too. I hope they do have a campaign. The original games were more combat oriented than the new ones. Actually, the new ones were combat oriented too, but they had a lot more storyline. Welcome to our backup facility. Okay, good job, lady who hasn't got a name. It's kinda annoying. It would be nice if she had a name too. Our new home is a derelict nuclear bunker full of 60s era junk. Hope you're fine with cold showers, cold food, and well, cold everything. Alright, yes, the aliens are growing fast. Who are the cleaners? Will you tell us? Again, hopefully they add some voice acting to this. I don't mind not having it, but it would make it more immersive. The Shadow War. Okay. I already said that. Yeah. Why do that before and do this again? It should start here without the previous part. I'm formally handing over control to this organization to you. We need someone with military experience making the big decisions. I was also about to say, she seems pretty capable. Seriously. Alright, now we pick where we want it. So do we get different things? It doesn't matter where you put it. Oh, the cost. So I guess there are cheap areas and higher areas. What makes them cheap? What makes them high? I don't know. How much money do we have? 3.7 million, not a lot. This seems like a good place to put it, but it won't cover a lot. Like we'll put it here. We'll cover the most. Usually you had multiple bases though. I will put it in my country because I can. We must keep the Doomsday counter under control until the invasion begins. Allowing it to exceed 100 for more than one day will result in alien victory. Successful enemy activity on the geoscape will increase Doomsday. Man, I do hate that. One of the reasons I didn't finish the second XCOM, the new ones, was the goddamn Avatar project. I hate time limits and stuff like that. Alright, so, what now? Let's see, we have transport ship, interceptor, lab, yep, lab, living quarters. And do they get bonuses with adjacency? I don't know. Storeroom, access lift, radar array, generators, and a workshop. Okay, very basic stuff. We can build more stuff, but how much does it cost? Ooh, costly. We probably need 2 interceptors, if I remember. Well, this is how the old XCOM games went, I guess. That was a tutorial, by the way. We don't have any more suggestions that deal with it, I guess. The cleaners, current research, 11 hours. Okay. Fire scientists. We're kinda cool for now. Okay, you can get another interceptor for 500, but we need first to make a hangar. And I cannot make anything else yet. That's interesting. Why is everyone a private? What happened to the guys that were, you know, corporals and stuff in the original missions? Boy, these guys are crappy. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Alright, what shall we do with the Drunken Sailor? How shall we start? Do we know how much do we spend per month? Is that a thing? Or do I not spend anything and I can spend all my money on things? I don't know because it doesn't say. Alright, how much is the hangar? 200. Yeah, we'll do that first. And we'll need living quarters too. Okay. Well, good enough for now, we'll see. Oh wait, can I make No, I need it to be finished, right? Alright. The cleaners. Although the unknown extraterrestrial forces scouting our planet remains the ultimate threat to humanity, their work has been assisted by a mysterious human organization. Okay, I'm not gonna read everything, that's enough, but yeah. They forcibly take eyewitnesses into custody and erase all evidence. Ah, interesting. And they know stuff from a general, I'm guessing, so... Okay. Tactical mission. We must regain control of the Atlas base for long enough to destroy any remaining equipment that our enemies could use to monitor our covert abilities. Mission type elimination. Strategic operation, victory effect, loss, game over. Well, right then. Alright. Do we only get one? Like, we have infinite of these things. Apparently, which I don't know why you have infinite weapons and ammo, but let's say we were really well prepared. The way we will have like... Oh, that's why. There is a penalty. Damn, okay. I'm guessing this is super heavy or something. So weight plays a big role. Alright. Interesting. I'll give him a second. 15 shots is not a lot. Even if he has -3. How do I see the rest? Yeah, okay. I don't love shotguns. Oh, so you are just close as possible. Okay, you have flashbang, fragmentation, demolition. And you also get more of that. You actually have space for things. How much is the medic? 25. Restore hit points and cure any bleeding wounds. This will not restore your soldier to full hit point. Alright. And I don't think there is a skill for it, so yeah, you take that. Or not. Why? Wait, 25. Cannot go above 25. Okay, right click worked. Oh man. Sensor package, small boost to accuracy, rebreather. Okay, some nice stuff here. Alright, enough with the... I guess the assault only takes shotguns. I don't love shotguns, as I said before, so... Can I take that? Where do I use this exactly?